All right, just wanted to shoot a quick video and show you how to set up your gradebook using Infinite Campus. The screen is now a new look to it, although the setup is the same. And then I wanted to show you how to add an assignment because that has changed. So when I click on Gradebook here to set it up, again, make sure you're in the right quarter and the right section that you want to set up a gradebook for. You're going to click Setting here, and you're going to go to Grade Calc Options. At that point, you're going to get this message that says Continue. There's nothing you can do but click Continue, so just go ahead and click it. So when we're working in Gradebook, we work above this gray line because the changes we make up here will then fill down across everything. Don't worry that it's filling in effort, conduct, interim. It doesn't matter. Okay, so we're going to choose In Progress Grade. We're going to choose Numeric. If you are using a total points gradebook, you would not check the Use Weight Categories box. If you're using different weighted categories like homework counting 25%, tests counting 50, etc., you would check that weight categories. I'm not going to do it for now, but I am going to show you how to set up those categories as we go along. I'll show you another reason why that's important. Okay, so I'm going to click Save here. Now, the important part of that step of Grade Calc Options is only done for this one section, just like the preferences down here are only done for that one section. So now we're going to quickly switch over to a different class. We're going to go to Grade Calc Options, and then we have to repeat that step. Okay? And if this class has weighted categories, you can check it. It doesn't have to be identical to the previous class if they're different courses with different grading standards. Okay? So I click Save. I've now set up both that math and that English class up here at the top. Mine is a sample, so I have classes from all different subjects. All right? So the next step in setting up your gradebook is going into the categories thing. You'll notice I have no categories in my gradebook, so I'm going to click Add. Now here's the really cool feature. When I add this category, I can add it to all the courses I teach, even if those courses aren't the same. So in this case, I'm going to just check those two that I just did, the English and Math section. I didn't weight my gradebook, but I'm still setting up a category, so my homeworks are together, my tests are together in terms of averages. So I leave it just like this, and you can see I've got that category in both. Now you will need to add more categories if you're using a weighted gradebook so that those categories add up to 100%. Okay, so I'm going to click Close now and just get out of the screen. You're going to have to envision this with more categories if you're using a weighted gradebook. All right, so now my gradebook is set up, and I can add an assignment to my gradebook, and here's where it looks a little different. You have your name here. We'll just put sample, and then our abbreviation, SAM, okay, sample. Notice it only shows you the class that you're currently in by default. You will need to click Add Remove, and then you can add additional sections of that class to put the same assignment into multiple sections. But the really cool thing is now, as long as your classes share a category in common, remember I only did one that was called a gradebook, I can now put an assignment in two different courses, not just two different sections. So if I click OK here and I come back here, you'll see that this assignment is going to go into both of them. When I pick the assign date and I pick the due date, which is important because it shows in the parent portal, it'll be for both of those. And then here's where I choose that category that they have in common. Okay? I then come down here to the assignment and I give it a point value. If you're using weighted gradebooks, a lot of people, this is 100. If you're not using a weighted gradebook, it can be any number that you want. You click Save. It'll take it a second, and it'll give you the saved message. You click Close, and now you'll see that assignment here, and you'll see the category that it is assigned to right next to it. You will only see the categories that you've given assignments in over here in your summary. Okay, if you have 5 weighted categories, each counting 20%, you'll only see the ones that you gave assignments in. So you may only see 2 or 3 at a time until you get assignments in all 5. So that is the new feature under Add in Infinite Campus Gradebook.